Whether you've heard about the casinos run by high schoolers on Habbo Hotel or the disgustingly terrifying ongoings of Club Penguin Online, one thing is for sure, crime is common on MMOs. While what I'm going to talk about today isn't exactly a crime in the sense that it's illegal, it definitely would be considered morally questionable by some. Let's begin. This all took place during 2011 through 2013. My friend Silver and I were deeply involved with Pixie Hollow. We would play it every day after school and almost all day on the weekends. Just like any other MMO, it had a hierarchy of paying members and non-members. Members were able to buy better clothes, better furniture, and bigger houses along with other benefits like gaining access to member-only areas. Pixie Hollow was different from other virtual world games due to the relationships between members and non-members being relatively friendly. Most players would not ignore other players on the sole basis of their membership status, unlike players on Club Penguin or Habbo Hotel, which meant most players on Pixie Hollow would have a mixture of both members and non-members on their friends list. This becomes important later. Out of the 12 months that Scylla and I would play on Pixie Hollow, I would typically receive a membership for a single month once or twice per year due to my mom's generosity. During those times, I would upgrade my house, which barely had anything in it, to a large mansion which I would decorate into an apartment building where my friends could live and have their own space with whatever furniture they wanted. Because Silver and I were into role-playing at the time, having a membership was perfect because this meant that we could pretend as if we were actually fairies on Pixie Hollow carrying out our daily lives through activities such as cooking, cleaning, sleeping, journaling, having families, and maintaining jobs. With that being said, when I didn't have a membership, we were forced to use public areas which didn't always fit the themes of our roleplays until we came up with a genius solution: stealing houses from the rich. You see, on Pixie Hollow, there was a function that would be available between players who were on each other's friends list. It would allow either player to go to the exact location of one another almost anywhere on the map. This was a huge advantage for us because this meant that we could go everywhere together, including other players' houses, even if one of us weren't friends with that player. Another thing was that you could go into any house belonging to a player on your friends list, even if they weren't online. With all of these aspects of the game benefiting us, every time we started a new roleplay, we would both spend time searching and looking through houses of people on both of our friends list. Once we found a house that we both liked and deemed acceptable for our story, we would treat it as if it was our own. We'd use these houses for days and days until our roleplay ended. When we started a new one, we'd simply find a new house using the same method. Looking back, I think the most hilarious part of our antics was the fact that we'd sometimes get caught by some of the players we stole houses from. When they asked us what the hell we were doing in their houses, we would straight up lie and tell them that we were admiring their furniture. With this response, they would often remain suspicious but friendly and would tell us to get out of their house. We would just return the next day and go on as usual. If they caught us a second time, we would either get blocked from going into their house again, or they would unfriend us. I think this phenomenon of us stealing houses from rich fairies on Pixie Hollow accurately describes how creative people can get to gain something they don't have access to on their favorite MMOs. While others tried to figure out how to get free memberships, Silver and I decided to dedicate our time to create a system in which we could take advantage of other people with memberships. All in all, committing crimes on Pixie Hollow with my best friend was pretty entertaining.